Welcome everyone, welcome to my live. We have a Valentine's Day makeup. I think I'm actually going to do a pink look today. We may do a blue Valentine look next week, we'll see. Because I was going to do that one today, but I decided I think I'm going to do the pink one. Now, first things first, it is still very, very cold where I'm at, guys. So I have to wear a headband just to cover my ears. So I probably can't hear very well, but that's okay because you guys will be chatting, not talking. Which brings me to the next point of discussion, which is if you have any questions or just want to say hi, Hulk smash that follow button, guys, so you can get notifications whenever I go live again or drop a video. And of course, feel free to say hi or ask any of those questions down there in the chat. Excuse me, it is so cold, guys, so cold. So let's get into it. First things first, I do have my headband on, guys. So I tagged it down below. I think I forgot to highlight it. There you go. So you're going to get a set. I don't know where the pink one's at, but I actually have another one too. I have the other set. So I have a couple of these around. One, I love the really soft fabric, especially in the winter because it can cover my ears as well. It's like having earmuffs on. That's probably why I'm yelling, because I feel like I'm yelling. And two, any of wet products, like when I do skincare or anything, it'll protect my hair. I did just wash it, and I'll be fixing it, but I won't be doing that on the live, guys. So I tagged that down there below, guys. Again, these are super soft, pink and beige, white, whatever. You can't go wrong. So you can grab two of those, and I think you can get them both in pink as well. Now, let's get into why everyone's here, and that is good. Welcome, Karen. Welcome, user. Like I said, yes, guys, feel free to just blow that chat up if you want, if you have any questions as I'm moving along. So I'm actually going to start by priming my face, and I'm going to be using my Beekman 1802. First things first that I love about it is it uses goat milk, guys. It is a milky toner. It uses goat milk. It also has hyaluronic. Welcome, Derek, and thank you for the follow. Woo, 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 woo. But it has goat milk in it, guys, hyaluronic acid and squalane. So it's going to be hydrating, and it's going to tone and balance my skin, get it ready for the rest of the skin pep. But one of my favorite things about it, I'm not going to lie, is actually that it's spray. To shake this bad boy up to actually use it, and I don't have to worry about wetting a cotton swab down. And now my face is toned, ready, and we can get into some more skincare. So the next item that I'm going to be using, and this is actually my daily makeup routine, guys, and I think skin prep has to be part of your makeup routine, especially if you're as old as I am and it's winter when my skin's extra dry. But I got to get the skin prep so that my skin will have a little bit of a glow. And it helps make me look more youthful. So now I go in and plump my lips, guys. Now for my lip plumping, one of my favorite, and I still feel like I'm yelling so bad. One of my favorite lip plumpers is actually this little day and night combo right here. This is the day one, this is the night one. They're both plumping and they're both hydrating, but this one's going to be more hydrating and this one's going to be more plumping. This one's so good at plumping that it actually tingles. So that's one reason I love to use this one in the morning before I do my makeup, because I get a lot of tingle going on to actually plump my lips. And then I feel like I hold all this in better and even get more hydration if I use something really hydrating on my lips right after this one. So we're going to go in now with the pharmacy one, if I can find it. I don't have that one out. So I got to look to see where I put it at, guys. Hopefully I have it somewhere around here. As I put it in, is this it? No, that's eye cream. I thought I put it down in here, guys. You know, I should have done a little bit better at organizing everything for today. But if you guys know me, I'm discombobbled every day. Whether it's today, yesterday, or tomorrow, I'm going to be discombobbled and all over the place. So I have almost everything else, though, out and ready. Because here's like the makeup, the eyeshadow. I guess this was the only one that I didn't leave out, which I'm really surprised because I just used it just the other day. Let's see. Let's see if we got it in here, guys. But anyway, the Pharmacy is like a lip smoothie, guys. I think I have the honey flavor, see it? But here it is. It comes in another flavor as well. I think it's like a berry flavor. It's red. Of course, it's clear when it goes on. Welcome, user. Welcome. How are you today? And what do you guys all have planned for today? This is it for me. After I get done with this, I'm going to be editing some videos, getting this up on the Tubes View. And there you go. So I put this on right after that. And again, I really feel like this is one way to really get my lips hydrated and plumped for the day. And then my lips are really dry today too from this winter cold. I think being under the heater is making me cough. But this is what it looks like, guys. Another good thing about it is I throw it in my purse and I'll touch up my lips throughout the day as I'm going on. And if I need a little bit of little hydration there, I just pop some on with my finger. Now the next thing we got is another toner. But what I love about this toner is it's more like a liquid lotion, if you ask me. It's super hydrating. It is brightening. And again, it's also a milky consistency, even more milkier than that other one as far as the consistency and look. Like a cherry pink, looks like strawberry milk. So I personally love this one as part of my skincare in the morning because it's very, very lightweight. And it's going to dry really fast, absorb really quickly. So it's great for under makeup. So again, this is one of my favorite just daily, whether I'm got an event to go to, whether I'm doing a Valentine's look or not. I'm usually using this one right here by April Skin, guys. Because again, just look at how it brightens my skin immediately. So now to the next one, which is going to be, woo! I don't know if it's that heater or not. Oh, yes, I am going to be using snail mucin, Karen. Thanks for asking. That's what I'm going to get to right now. This here is my prickly pear, not snail, vegan mucin. I usually use some kind of mucin in the morning, and I was using snail until I discovered the Glow recipe one, because this one uses 81% prickly pear, and you still get the mucin effects because it is prickly pear mucin. And it only uses like fruits, and I think in their whole line, if I'm not mistaken. And this here is really going to help give me a glow. Again, a nice hydration. It plumps my skin, so it kind of helps with my fine lines and wrinkles. Because in case you guys didn't know, I am 50, or going to be in a couple of months. So I've got to make sure that whenever I do my makeup, I'm doing skincare as well. And this is, again, one of my favorite daily skin preps because it gives me that glow. It is also lightweight, fast absorbing. It is, you can see, very mucin-y. So another big loves it from me. Yeah, I do loves it, Karen. Okay, guys, now we're going to go on to another one of my daily favorites. In the winter, I like a winter glow. In the spring, I like a spring glow. In the summer, I like a summer glow. And in the fall, I like a fall glow. So I'm going to be liking a glow all years long, guys. So one way that I get those glows is using Lumi Glotion. That's right. So I'm going to be going in with my Lumi Glotion. We're going in with the light one to actually start. And I actually mix it with skincare because I love multitasking my skincare. And the next skincare item that I have is actually great for skincare as well, which we'll get to. But anyway, this is my L'Oreal Lumi right here. And I just take some right here so I can mix it with the other. And this is, again, the one in light. And this is going to help give me a glow. I'm also going to be mixing one with my foundation to help give me that winter glow. And the light one helps really, you know, just give you almost like a holographic glow, if you ask me. And then I'm going to mix it here with the Belif Golden Serum. I could have actually mixed them in my fingers, to be honest. But this one here is actually skincare. This is what is it? Brightening Drops Supercharged Golden Glow Serum. It is a brightening serum. It's got niacinamide, vitamin C, but a really great thing about it is it's actually blurring. So it's kind of like a primer. And even if you go down there and read the carousel, it will tell you that, I'm going to just mix these actually in my fingers, that you can actually use it as a primer. So I'm mixing that with the Lumi Glotion. That way it's going to be extra glowy, extra brightening, and it's going to be blurring because I used that primer serum, which is, again, skincare and a primer all in one. So now, look at that. Look at that nice winter glow that we're actually starting off with. And both of these are great even for on the go because they go with all my looks. This is, again, whether it's an event, whether it's just my daily makeup, which is what I'm doing today. Well, I guess you could say this is kind of for an event. It's Valentine's Day makeup. Well, the heat just went off, so we'll see if that doesn't help with my cough, guys. Okay, now we're going to get into some makeup, and I am actually going to take it off my ears now because that's starting to irritate me. And we are going to go in with my Beauty Blender. And I think I actually have them tagged down here at the back. But I'm going to take that beauty sponge I'm going to be using for my foundation, guys, and we're going to dampen it. And for that, I'm going to actually just use a big giant bottle of Avian facial spray. And it's just mystified water. But at least it's, to me, better than tap because you're not going to have any of the ingredients that the toxins and stuff that you're... I don't know why I can't get my words out. That your tap water would have. This one here is going to be nice, sterile, made for your face. So we're just going to spray some in here and dampen up this Beauty Blender. Woo! And of course I keep, now this is not the lid that goes with that goes with the smaller bottle, but I like to swap the lids off of them. Big giant bottle here. You could also use this to set your makeup. You could even spray your face before, give it a nice hydrating mist. And one of my favorite ways to actually use my Avian spray water is throughout the day. Like right now it's winter. It is super duper drying on my face, and so I just go through and spray my Evian throughout the day, and it doesn't ruin my makeup. It actually give it like a fresh look. So loves that. Okay, now guys, let's get into the foundation. Ooh, that lid's coming off. I don't know how that happened. We're going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I am going to be using a Lumi Glotion with it. And we're going to be using the dark shade of the Lumi Glotion. But first, let's go over the foundation. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills. And this is the illuminating, I think it's a luminous foundation. So it's got a little bit of a glow too. Again, I'm going for a nice glowy winter Valentine's look because it is still... way too much snow out there, way too cold for me, but I have to live with it. And this is a nice lightweight, I would say it's like a light to medium coverage foundation, guys. Great for all ages because it's going to be mature skin friendly. And you don't even have to mix it with the Lumi if you don't want to. I do because I want an extra glow. Plus, I actually got it a little bit too light. I could have gone a shade or two darker. So I'm going to use the darker Lumi. And that's going to actually help make this a little bit darker for one. And I just mix them again right here in my hand. And two, make it even more glowy. And I have already done this before, so I do know what I'm doing, guys. Again, I just mix it right here in my hand. Now my foundation is going to be extra glowy, and I've darkened it a little bit so that it'll match my skin tone a little bit more. And I'm going to be using my Beaky blender right here to actually blend it out. Looks like they've got some pink and purple ones. I have probably the last one, or maybe you can go in there and choose a different one. But I have like the red, green set, not the nice pastel set. So anyway, that is a package of, I think it is, what is that, 5 blenders, guys. And you can see they have, I like to use this side myself, but you have the little corner right there to go in. I like to dampen them, and this is my favorite way to actually apply almost every foundation. You know, stick foundation, well, not stick, but cushion foundations might be a little bit different. But for the most part, almost all my foundations are being applied with a damp beauty blender. And that being because, again, I am older, guys. I have mature skin. And if I don't kind of apply my foundation a little bit damp, then it might look too chalky. It might look too matte. And then that just draws more attention to my fine lines and wrinkles. But if you can see, this like almost matches my skin tone perfectly when I add the Lumi in there. Are you guys seeing that? Look at that. So you can see that actually turned out. I did this the other day, but I don't know. Maybe I didn't add enough Lumi. It didn't come out looking nearly as pretty as it is today, because it's just really blending in with my skin nicely. And I still have a really good coverage. And I do have a really nice glow going on. At least if you ask me. And it is in my video, so, or my live stream. So I'll be the only one. You do love it, Karen. Thank you so much. Thank you. And welcome, user 1 and welcome, user 4. Welcome. If you're just tuning in, I am Jenny Lee. This is Life with Jenny Lee, and I am doing my Valentine's Day makeup. It is going to have a little bit of a glow to it today. You know what? I didn't even put anything in for my eyebrows. So I guess we'll just do them with eyeshadow, since that's what I have in there. I just now realized it. But if you have any questions or just want to say hi, feel free to drop that down in the comments. And of course, Hulk smash that follow button so you can get notifications when I go live. Now we are going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills stick foundation, guys. And this one here, I got it in one of the really, really light shades. And that's so that I can actually use it to kind of highlight. And you can see this one here is definitely a little bit matter than what we just did with the luminous. So it's going to kind of mattify these areas as well. And just kind of, and it's going to have a little bit better coverage. So if you wanted to cover anything, this is like a concealer as well, because it really covers if you can't see. But I just kind of go right here up my eyes, guys, down my nose, over my chin, and that's just to kind of highlight some areas. And we will be going over the highlighted areas, at least most of them, not my eyes, with the highlighter here in a little bit as well. But I like to put it on the foundation like so, and then I get a little bit more coverage on my eyes. My eyes look more awake, and they look lifted. Oh, I didn't even highlight it. So let's go ahead and talk about that now. So here's the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the stick foundation, guys. And I just put some right here on my forehead, down my nose, over my lip, on my chin. And I've got this in like a really light shade. Blend this out with the Beauty Blender. And it's going to be a little bit more matte than what I just used. And it's going to be a little bit lighter. So I'm just kind of highlighting and lifting with it. Again, you can see my eyes look more awake. They look more lifted. And so that's why I like to do that. So that's one of my favorite ways to do it. And I can use this with all kinds of different foundations. It doesn't just have to be an Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. And then, guys, we're going in with one of my new favorite setting powders right here. And, of course, I have it in pink. So that makes it even better for Valentine's Day. Now, it does come with your little sponge applicator, but I think we're going to actually use my brush. And you can see it's really more translucent than it is pink, but you hold the little spongy right in there. You have a mirror right here, the powder right here. It is a nice waterproof powder. And you see it on my finger. It's more translucent. It's got just like that little hint of pink, which again is perfect for Valentine's Day. Plus, it helps with my dark circles. The pink kind of neutralizes my dark circles, so I have 2 reasons for wanting to do this. And then I just, again, apply it with my brush, actually. You can apply it with the spongy and then go over it with the brush if you want. But again, this is just how I usually apply my powders. And I am just going to be applying this everywhere. And you can see this is, again, kind of mattifying what we just did a little bit, but not too much. If I use like a powder foundation or something, that would definitely mattify everything more. And it just kind of gives me like a pink glow. And it sets what I just did as well. So again, I think this one is perfect for really every day for me, because again, it kind of helps with my dark circles, but also Valentine's Day. So now that we have the powder on, guys, oh, you know what? I didn't even get out my brush that I had tagged. This is actually the brush that I should have used, so we'll do that again. So here's a good brush that you can actually use with this powder. This one's by It Cosmetics, and again, I love that it's super fluffy here, and it really helps get in all the areas. You've got super dense, and it's great for travel as well. And you can see I've had mine for a while. I mean, I really love it. I take it almost everywhere with me, and you can actually use this not just for powder foundation, but if you wanted to use it for blush or something, you could. I also have this one by It Cosmetics. You can see mine. I've had mine for a while, but that one I don't think I can tag it, so I'm not gonna, because I can't. And then now, guys, we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Camo Powder. And we'll use that same It Cosmetics brush. And this seemed to be a surprise to some of you if you've never seen my lives before. I think I'm actually now getting a little hot. I got a headache today for some reason, guys. I got a headache. Okay, so now I have the lightest shade. Look at that. That looks almost white. It is so light. So what we're going to actually do with this powder, and this is a powder foundation, is we are now, again, going to highlight with it, just like I did with the Beverly Hills powder, not powder, but stick foundation. In all the places where I stuck that, we're also going to be putting this powder. And again, this is just so that I have a lifted effect to my face, because again, I am 50. If you're younger and watching this, these steps here, you could really skip. You don't need to be doing that unless you want to highlight a particular area or something. And it doesn't have to be the e.l.f. powder foundation, but I do love this one because, again, you've got a lot of coverage. It is super light and super easy for me to use. That's why I use that one. Okay, now let's get into some looks, guys. Now I'm going to take my LA Girl White Eye Primer right here. I love this. For one, it's super affordable. It's super easy to use because it's just a little stick right here, so I don't have to even worrying about dirtying up a brush or my finger. And then it's pretty easy to actually get it on. And I am going to put it mostly in the corner of my eye right there, but bring it down and around. But put it right here in this corner. And then we're going to come back to this here in a minute. This is just to actually start the look. But down. And then I am going to have to actually color in my eyebrows here in a minute. So we're going to go off topic for a second, because I'm actually now going to put some brow gel on my brows, guys. And then I'll use the eyeshadow to actually fill it in here in just a minute. Just to give me a second to get to that part. Okay. And I'm just using a generic eyebrow gel, guys, to actually just get these shaped. So when I go to use the eyeshadow, it's just a lot easier. And it actually makes them look a little bit darker just by putting that on there. And I'm going to set it with some powder, and then we'll get into, but now this is why I did it. Because we're going to be using my Bento eyeshadow actually as my eyebrow pencil. I think that's what the pencil's what I'm looking for. Okay, I dropped something down there, guys, and I don't think I feel like getting it. Let's see. See if we can bring it over here a little bit closer with my brush. Oh, yeah. Yep, there we go. Okay, that was my Lumi that got put over there. Now we're going to go in with my Kaja Bento collection. I actually have 2 of them, guys. I think we're going to be using this one because we have a really nice kind of pink. That's like a shimmery pink right there, which will be nice on my lips as well. We got a nice neutral brown. And then this is what I'm going to be using for my brows. We have the darker brown right here. And I do often use eyeshadow for my eyebrows, guys. So this is not like anything new for me. This is how I do them almost every day. So now that I'm going to get me an eyebrow brush, we are going to set these eyebrows. Just like so. And then I'm going to take this eyebrow brush right on in there, guys. And just follow my own eyebrow. That's the nice thing about just putting that gel on. Because then I just follow my own. And you can see this eyeshadow is really good for brows. You got a nice color payoff. It stays on really well. And it goes good with my skin tone. So win-win for me. And then now we got one brow done. Now let's do this brow right here. Trying to make sure I've got them pretty even. And just keep, again, I follow my own eyebrow. And then just fill it in. Because my own eyebrows are pretty blonde, especially when the light hits them. So I don't want to have that no eyebrow look. So I color them in. And again, I usually do just use eyeshadow, guys. It's just easier for me. And then I know that it will match my makeup, which is usually what I'm more concerned with, that it matches my hair anyway. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take the medium color out of here, which is pretty much a neutral brown more than anything. Take his fluffy brush right here. And again, I did not use primer on this part of my eye. I do have foundation and powder and all that, but I don't use primer on this part of my eye, guys. And I am just coloring in the crease with this fluffy brush. And again, you can see this is a really nice color payoff. It's very pretty. It blends very nicely, which is what I'm wanting. This is more of like going to be a blending shade for me. Okay, and then I'm going to put that one down for now. And we're going to go to the LA Colors because I want to add a little pop of pink in there. So we're going to take that pink shade right there, just like so. And now pop that right over top of the other one. And kind of blend that one out. And now we have a pink eye that is really blended nicely, and it's not too overwhelming. But now, and then now, I'm not even done yet. We're going to take that dark shade right there with this side of my brush. So any kind of like little tiny brush like that. And we're going to pop that right here in this crease. A little bit down my eye like so. And then right in here like this. Because we want to get both these sides pretty even. We want this to be blended. So get that on there, and then I just blend it as I'm going. Okay, then we can take the other side of this brush, guys, and now just blend all of this. Voila. Voila, look at that. Okay, now that we have the eyeshadow on, now we are going to take that IT Cosmetics brush again, and now just kind of really blend this out. So it's not, we don't need it as dark. But down. And now, I'm not even done yet, guys. we haven't even got to all the magic of this yet. Now, where did my eye primer go, guys? I don't know where I put it at. Did you guys see where I put my eye primer? I've got the black one out. I don't know where I ended up putting that. Oh, here it is. Okay, now we're going to take this white eye primer right here. I'm trying to think, what did I have to highlight my inner eye with? I don't think I had anything out. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight my inner eye, guys, with a highlighter. Maybe I was going to use this one. Let me see. Maybe. That's what we'll go ahead and use. I'm going to go ahead and actually go back to the LA Colors right here. And I'm going to use that really light pink shade. Oh, yeah, that actually looks pretty good. And again, this is just the LA Colors one. I'm just applying it with my fingers just to where I had the white at, so that this will really pop more than what we're going to do with my eyelid. Okay, so now, what are you doing, Sandy? My dog. What are you doing, for real? Come on. Taking this eye primer, guys. And I got a brush too, in case you guys didn't notice. I am going to be putting this all over my whole lid now. And I'm kind of trying to make it a cut crease. That's why the brush is there. And I'm just going from my inner corner of my eye. And then I'm going to take and get a little bit more right here on the corners of this brush. So when I kind of try to blend this out, we can really get this more. Oh, it's your cookie? Okay, I see. Make this more cut crease. Then you put that right there on the tip of that. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing with this other eye here. Bring this up. Bring this over. And this is, again, just my white eye primer. And then once I've got enough on there, I'm going to try to put it on you just really need it on the tip of the brush, because we have enough of it on the eye. We just try to make it a cut crease, guys. Trying to make it as cut crease as I can get it. But now. And then I'm just going to kind of blend this in with the eyeshadow that I had. Sandy, honey, get it, girl, get it. She's over there playing with her cookie, guys, and I think she wants me to come get it for her, but I'm not leaving my live to get her cookie. Now we're going in with GRWM, guys. This is the eyeshadow, and this is the one that I have. I don't know what this one's called, 04. And we got a lot of really nice pinks. We have matte pinks, we have light pinks. This one here, I've put a lot of different stuff over it. This one, we got shimmers, we got glitters, and again, we got matte. We even have some like orange shades as well. Well, what I'm going to be doing is actually taking the matte shade first. This matte pink right here. And this is so that we have color. And putting that over that eye primer that I just did. Just like so. So that we have a nice pink foundation for it. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is actually take that Kaja one. This one right here. We're going to take a little bit of this shimmery pink. Just a little bit of this one. To make it a little bit shimmery. And then I'm going back with the GRWM one now. And I take this really, really shimmery pink one right here. And pack that one now. Right on in there. And if you guys can see how that is looking, this looks so pretty. Just like this. Very, very Valentine-y. And if you wanted to, you could probably even pop some right there over the corner, the crease of the eye. Look at that. Okay, now the eyeshadow is practically done. I am just going to go ahead and blend this right here. Okay. And now I am actually going to curl my lashes. And we're going to put some mascara on. I think I'm going a little bit out of order for me, but this should actually work. So curling my lashes. I do not know what my dog is barking at. And I probably won't know until I'm done with this live. And I know I get really quiet when I'm doing eyeliner and mascara. I don't know why. I always have. This one here is just not wanting to curl. Okay, let's try this one more time. We're going to be using a curling mascara too. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Incredi-Curl mascara. It's a curling mascara. But what I love, because I don't find any mascara can curl my lashes. They sometimes help hold a curl better when I curl them. But I've never had any that actually curl my lashes. This one thickens and lengthens as well. And that's actually my favorite thing about it. And of course, you know, it's got a nice price point. And I usually only need like one coat. Goes on easily. You do have that nice curved brush. And we're going to do both sides here. Left and right, top and bottom. And again, I get really quiet for this part because I don't want to get mascara all over my face. And when I get distracted talking, that's when I make mistakes, guys. Now let's do this other eye. And one of the funnest parts about today's look is going to be the eyeliner. You guys will see once I get to it, because we're going to do like a fun look. for Valentine's Day. Because again, this is a Valentine's Day look. Valentine's Day. Anybody doing anything for Valentine's? Oh, thank you. I can't read that name for the follow. Woo! Got a big chunk of mascara right there on that side. And that's really bothering me. You guys see it? It's like the more I try to get it off, the more I make it worse. Okay, there we go. Now I've got my lashes done, guys. My lashes are done. And again, this is just a great everyday mascara. It's not for special occasion or anything like that. Even though I am doing special occasion makeup, I can use that mascara every single day. Now for the blush look that I'm going to be doing, guys. We got Bay Free right here. I think I just have like a nice neutral shade for the, it's called Rose Crystal, for the blush for this one. And this is a balm blush, and it also is a glowy balm blush, so it goes perfect for the look that we're going to be going for, which is Valentine's Day glowy winter glow. And again, this would actually go with a lot of makeup looks. Doesn't even have to be a pink one, because it's, I think, a pretty neutral tone. And we're going to be using two blushes, and that's to add dimension and, of course, pink. This one is, of course, a pink shade, but it's like a rose shade. But I want a lighter pink over it to really make it pop. So what I'm going to do is actually take that damp beauty blender that I used earlier. We'll just kind of take some of that balm right there on that, and then just blend it up. And I'm using this one high up high, almost like a contour. You see that? So kind of contouring with it. Boom, boom, boom. And then when we go in with the other one, I'll be bringing it down a little bit lower as well. So you can see I use this damp beauty blender for a lot. And it really comes in handy. And then look at that. We just got like a nice natural cheek glow going on, guys. And you, of course, could just leave it just like this. I am not going to, because this is a Valentine's Day look. But this is a nice everyday kind of blush look. Like for every day, if I wasn't doing a Valentine's Day look, I definitely wouldn't be adding a second blush on here. This would be on. This would be like perfect just to wear to work. Have like a quick little glow. It's nice, it's neutral, and it's going to go with a lot of different eye looks. But now, because again, I want to add dimension, we're going to go in with e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in this really, really pink, Sandy, in this really, really pink shade. And I'm going to be moving it down here a little bit lower. And you really don't need much of this. This packs a lot of color. This one's not a balm like the first one that I just used. And then still taking that same beauty blender, guys, and blending this out. And you see how I kind of blend this one a little bit closer to the apples of my cheeks, not just kind of highlighting with it. And because we already kind of have a glowy foundation, you can see it's still just blended in and giving me a nice glow. I want to try to take some of that off. I think I put a little bit too much on there, guys. And just blend, blend, blend. There we go. So now I think I've got it all blended out. And again, that is going to come in a lot of different other shades, but we're doing a Valentine's Day look. So we're focusing on pink. Now for the eyeliner. One of my favorite parts, although I think I should do a little bit of highlighter first. Because I know why I didn't. I didn't put the highlighter in here because I couldn't really tag it again. It's just the Lumi Glotion. But I want to do it first because I'm going to be having some eyeliner down on my cheek, guys. So again, I'm just going to take this Lumi Glotion right here in the light. Just like so. And again, that same beauty blender, but I'll probably be using the pointy shade side. And we're going to highlight with it. So down my nose, over my lip, on my chin and then also my cheeks, guys. Because I want my cheeks to be nice and glowy for this Valentine's Day look. And again, the one in light, to me, almost looks like a pink. So it goes perfect with this look. Just I bring it all the way down my cheeks for this look. Now, every day, I don't always do the Lumi on my whole cheek, but we are for the Valentine's Day look. Okay, now for the eyeliner, guys. I've got my 3-piece graphic eyeliner set. We're going to actually start with this one right here. This is the fatter one, but it's also very flat. So you can still get a graphic look. It's very pointy. And we're just going to do us a nice little wing here. Oh, I do remember what I was going to do. I think it's a little too late now for that look, what I was going to do. So for now, we're just going to put a line right here, right here. I was going to come up with another look this way, but that didn't turn out. I had to make that one go down or something, and I didn't. And I know you guys probably don't even care about any of that, because you have no idea what I'm even talking about. I'm more just talking to myself. So we're just going to do just a regular wing, guys. And I will bring it all the way around my eye. Just like so. So now we have a nice wing, and I know I get super quiet during this part. I know, Karen, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to talk and concentrate. I'm doing the best I can. And welcome user 3 and user 7. And then I'm just trying to get these ones to make sure that they match, because it bothers me if my eyeliners aren't even. And that's why I get so quiet, because I can't concentrate on making sure that they're even. Okay, see, they're not very even right now, in case you can't tell. Okay, there. They're pretty about as even as I'm probably going to get them, guys. We can make this one a little bit fatter, though. Okay, there we go. Pretty even, guys. Okay, now, I'm trying to think of how was I going to do this. Now I'm going to take the skinny one. I think we'll do little hearts. Okay, so I'm going to take the skinny one here, guys. And this is where you could draw on your designs, okay? We could do little hearts, XOs. I think we're going to do hearts. I wanted to do like upside down tier ones, but I don't think in... maybe we'll do like one or two little ones. Oh, there we go. So I'm only going to do one, and that is that's an upside down heart, guys. In case you can't tell, it kind of looks like a tear. It looks like a tear. Okay, now, guys, because we're not done. Our girl got some more artwork to make it look even more Valentine-y. But first, I'm going to go in with my Milani eyeliner right here. And this, again, is something I do almost every day. But it goes really good with the Valentine's Day look as well. I take a deep blue eyeliner, and we're using the Kiko one today, to go under my waterline. And this really helps make my eyes pop. And I'm not even going to be using it anywhere else, just right here under my waterline. And if you have green eyes, a green eyeliner would be great. If you have brown eyes, a bronze or copper would be really great. So you don't even have to just have blue eyes for that. And then you see, now my eyes look more blue. I know they're red right now from putting it on. Oh, that should have been moved somewhere else. Okay, guys, now I'm going to be taking some water-activated paint. I got white and red. I've already taken it out of the container. And I'm going to be using the graphic liner that's actually last there. And we're going to be adding some red and white to now really make my eyes pop, okay? Now, taking that avian water, you see how everything just kind of comes in handy? Now I can just spray that right on there to actually activate this eyeliner. I don't know where to put it when I'm not using it. Taking my graphic eyeliner brush, and I'm doing the red first. Just kind of get me some red on this brush. And now, not only am I going to be doing the heart, but I'm also going to be going over my black eyeliner, guys, and adding some red in there. Because again, this is a Valentine's Day look. I want to add red or something. But now, look at that. Now let's go over here to this eye right here. Ooh, my eye's starting to water. And add that. And I'm not adding it to all of it. I want the black to show around it. But I do want that little bit of red right there on it. And it's going to actually end up matching our hearts. So now I'm going to get some more red. Whew. My eyes are watering. And we're going to fill in this heart. You see how that works? But now, and you know, I could have even done a red lipstick with this look today. I think we're going to be doing a neutral lip. But, you know, if I wanted to, I could do a nice red lip, and that would go really good as well. Okay. Now I'm just cleaning this brush off. Because now we're going to take the white one from that same palette. But now, take the Evian water again. I'm going to spray that on there. Take my graphic brush. Get some white on here, guys. And then I want to make like a little light spot on my teardrop. We want a little light spot on the eyeliner. Just like so. Do you see that? It makes it look more cartoony and more Valentine-y. And then we're going to take a little bit of white right here. And then make sure I still got enough white on there. I'm going to put some right here. Right here in the corner. And then right here at the top. I'm not doing like a full line, just there in the corner, guys. And then you may even want to put like a little dot. We'll do a little dot right here. My dots aren't even. Do-do, 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 do-do. And then that's it for the eyeliner, guys. Now, whenever I'm all done, I don't even have my setting spray over here. That was real smart. I thought for sure I did bring it over here, though. But I guess I did not. I'm going to go run and get it, though, guys. Let's move this back, because we're almost done. I'm not going to not set this. Well, I definitely did already bring the setting spray over here. I just don't know where I put it at. Let's see. Here it is. Okay, so it was already over here. I got up for nothing, guys, for nothing. Let's put this right here. Now we're going in with my Skin Denavia setting spray, guys. And this, again, just really helps that everything sets in place. I do it after all my makeup is done. This has been one of my favorites for a very long time. It's a cult favorite. And you can't go wrong. I think that's like all they used to specialize in. Maybe now they do more than just setting sprays. But that used to be all they did. Okay, guys. Now for the lips. We're going to be using a lip stain, a peel-off lip stain for this. I'm trying to get some of the other shades here for you. I don't have all the shades out, but here's some of the shades right here. I'm going to be using this medium shade right here. Knock my eyeliner down. I'm going to put this on, and I will use this to actually overline my lips as well. Like I said, a red lipstick probably would have been good for today, but it's too late. This is what I do, or at least something similar every day. I overline with a lip stain. Is this going to give like a nice little shadow? And then once it's dry, I'll peel it off, guys, and we're finished the lips. But I will tag this is the graphic eyeliner brush that I used. It's actually part of a set. And you can see it's really nice. It's got that clear, like sparkly bottom. Again, I had several of them. I just don't know where they're at. I meant to get them out for today and forgot. So I wanted to tag them just in case you need a nice graphic eyeliner brush. I'm going to put this back for a second, pick this up, and might as well clean a little bit while we're waiting for this lip liner to dry. Because I'm going to be done as soon as I peel this off, guys. Almost done anyway. Let's see, let's get that Anastasia. That was Mommy. That was Mommy. Now this is, again, a really nice peel-off lip stain set. As you get like 5 different colors. It does dry pretty fast. And it's a lip stain, so it's going to last all day. And then you see I just have like a nice little stain going on. A nice little bit of color. And then I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick, guys. And now this is, again, my everyday lip routine. A red lip would really go good with this. And now that we have all of that on, then I would go back to that collargram again, guys, and put some of that collargram on top of this. And now it's going to be like an iridescent pink. And even if the collar wears off, I've got that lip stain that kind of gives that shadow of a fuller lip. Do you see that? Do you see how that works? See? And guys, that is pretty much this look. Again, I don't know why, I'll tag whatever this last one is. Watch more live streams. And I'm just going to go ahead and take my blending brush over everything again. You know what I didn't do? I didn't highlight under my brow, though. Well, I know what it was. I was going to use this. We're going to go in with the e.l.f. again, guys. And look at that. It highlights under my brow perfectly as well. Look, do you see that? So now it's done. The look is done, guys. If you have any questions after this live stream, you can find me on Life with Jenny Lee Garner on my socials, guys. If you have any questions after this live, this is my Valentine's Day look for today. Hope you guys loved it, and I'll see you later. Woo woo!